Hello everyone, me Phone here, and I'm Son of Beast. As you all know, that the season of the NBA is officially done for the year. Now it's time to step into the postseason and get started for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Who will be heading to the championship game of the conference, and in the NBA Finals? Find out once this game starts here in the first round. Let's get started on 2K Sports. Hello guys, Testube here and OJ here, and right now I have a secondary contestant with me doing for the pregame show.
Yeah, that's right, and you know that this part of the next game is about to happen now, because we are ready for tonight.
And that means Toronto Raptors are playing against Milwaukee Bucks for game number 5. This will be a win or go home for the team of the Raptors of Toronto.
Now, they are really well in the team. As for Milwaukee Bucks, they are really on a great standing score. But in real game, it looks like they're losing pressure of this game. They have already gotten beaten by Miami Heat.
Yeah, and you know, Jimmy Butler is one of the best teams here. The underdog team ready to move up to the next round to face against the part of the team that they all look for one at a time.
And yeah, you know, this was a very great game that everyone is really appreciating. We've really enjoyed it. And for one part of the reason here and there, OJ, we'll see who wins. Will it be the Bucks or the Raptors?
Well, there might be only choice. There could be only one that might go for it again.
Well, you might say it's just a thing. Now, let's send you over to Pfizer.forum.
And for tonight's commentary, it's Son of Beast along with Dan and LifeRay.
We'll be back with our halftime show after the first half.
And post-game show will be happening here after the second half's over. See you all later, everyone. Greetings everyone, welcome to Pfizer.forum, and this is the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Along with me and Fan and LifeRay, we have David Aldridge reporting on the sideline in just a moment. And you're looking for Drew Holiday with a 19.3 points and a rebound, was turned to be one of the bestest. And right now, let's have a look on the sideline for David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
Yeah, definitely on the words there. Thank you there, DA. And we're about to get this thing underway here at Pfizer.forum. The key matchups are in between Pascal Siakam and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo was really a better man, and he's a Greek freak. And for Pascal Siakam, he definitely really has played into the game. He knows he can definitely try to maintain his run. The better the player, the more hydration he has. I want to say something, a lot of encouragement. Those two are very tough. But between them, it's very intelligent. And I definitely do notice they are a very good team. Without Giannis Antetokounmpo moving to the next round, as we take a look for this first game in Game 5 here at for the Resetting by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Drew Holiday is covered up by Fred VanVleet. Then it's Jacob Portal on Brook Lopez in the center. Giannis Antetokounmpo on Pascal Siakam. Then it's Grayson Allen on OG Anunoby. And finally, we have is Chris Middleton on Scotty Barnes. With a drive, he makes it 2. Scotty Barnes really has shown with the drive layup here before. Yeah, definitely true, you know. A lot of things to say about it. And that was your excellent mobile 1 drive for the Barnes. Lopez on the outside, gives it off to Drew Holiday. He goes right over again to Brook Lopez. Takes a shot, makes a 2 inside. Brook Lopez has got his first bucket. And you can tell by the last game, Brook Lopez was able to make his own driving. The better the player, the harder he had. He made that with a great stoppage of the run.
in between the attacker zones, they're really an offensive on the run. But they can't be losing at one of the better plays in this advantage game. That's why they really got it all again. Here's Holiday pass to Antetokounmpo. Right around Siakam and uses his right hand to make the layup drive. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket and Drew Holiday with the assist. Now here's Van Vliet. Only scored a couple of last games in game number 4. Now Barnes has the ball. Back to Van Vliet. Van Vliet on Holiday with a screen. Trying to lose it with the ball. Van Vliet with the fadeaway shot. He makes a 2-pointer score. Their back-to-back switches up because of Fred Van Vliet. He was able to make his contact on the drive, but it was very difficult to maintain it. Right above it and above it. Allen lost the ball as Fred Van Vliet with a steal. He has his first steal of the game, a first turnover on Milwaukee. Rebounded by Pascal, and he went underneath as a foul is called on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first personal foul, their first team foul for Milwaukee. And you could say he was underneath him because he was not enough to put it in there. And he was bumped out because Pascal Siakam was looking right towards the driving of the range. That's a hard one to maintain. You don't want that one to get out of the way. And you want to make sure you got to get the right layup in. First shot coming up for Pascal Siakam with only 3:39 to go. It is a tie game and will be a leadoff for 2. First free throw is good for Pascal Siakam. And let me get this straight here, because Pascal Siakam, very well professional the player, drafted in 2016. That was the last game that he was ever been playing here, one night and long. And you know that Pascal Siakam was definitely one of the better players here in this game. He is definitely one of the only Cameroonian professional basketball team. And that's the player that he all has to go for, because the Cameroonian was the only way to make that one come to his game. The light may have been a hard one to reduce again. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Around Siakam, reverse it, scoops the drive, and Siakam didn't see that ball where he was going. But this was all that second bucket comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Siakam passes to Barnes. Right toward the 3-point line. Screen on Jacob Portal. And he's fouled. That goes to Brook Lopez with his first personal. That's the 17th foul for the Milwaukee Bucks. Scotty Barnes at the free throw line shooting 2. Yeah, it's too hard because you can't just deflect it, because that was very hard. Almost would have been rejected and hurt his shoulder. That would have been not too good out there, because that is too much to handle. And you know about Spicy P, that was the nickname here for Pascal Siakam, because he goes spicy all over here. And this was his college basketball at New Mexico State. That was the part of a game that he had ever done it before, many times, before he moves on to the next round of the game. OG Scotty Barnes makes the first free throw. And you say this is definitely one of the better professional players can do. They really have that one. And when Pascal Siakam has it for Scotty Barnes, he was definitely an amazing player. Drafted in 2021, that was the last one that he was been drafted here. Started a rookie, now he's coming to be a pro. He missed the second free throw, and now here's Holiday. Holiday swings off to Middleton. Middleton swings on Antetokounmpo to drive it, and bucket and one! Giannis Antetokounmpo! What a finish here for the Team Bucks, and a great basket makes it in. And a foul is called on Jacob Portal, as right now new couple players are checked in. Oh man, that Giannis Antetokounmpo! That drive is a turn out to be unforgettable. He is like a phenomenon. Wow. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the free throw line shooting 1 after the change up here for Connaughton. And then we have Bobby Portis Jr. and finally Joe Ingles. And he hits the second free throw. I never heard that sound here before. That looks like a ka-ching. Well, that's for part of the money. You know that one here. I see. I never heard of it. What's going to happen?
Van Vliet towards the inside. It gets rejected by Connaughton. And is unable to make the rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo receiving his second rebound of the game. 11-9 score. They're up by 2. Connaughton on the outside. On Siakam, he dish off to Holiday. Gives the pass to Ingles. Oh, shoots over Barnes. And another miss by Milwaukee. Trent Jr.'s got his first rebound and Scotty Barnes on the attack. Watching the play outside, Van Vliet. 2 minutes to go in the first period of the game. And Trent Jr. missed the 3 on the outside. Joe Ingles receives his first rebound of the game, finds Bobby Portis Jr. Look over to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with a drive in to hit the bucket ring. And Portis Jr. with the assist. He's got another bucket here, that's number 9. It all has to happen. Most teams can definitely say Giannis is in the town on 2K. Timeout call by Toronto with 1 minute and 37 to go. They are talking things over. They are going to try to figure it out how to get it done.
Yeah, and this is what they do because they wanted to talk it over. And because of a Nick Nurse, he is definitely the head coach here for the Toronto Raptors, and Mike Budenholzer is the head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've really got to settle this up again. They've got to let it down.
And since we've seen here Scotty Barnes, he was definitely part of the American professional basketball player. His last part of the game was played in the Florida State. That was the third team all-conference in the Atlantic Coast Conference since he played here as a freshman. Now he was selected for the 4th overall draft pick for the Raptors in the year of the 2021 NBA draft. And they would say the name, NBA Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, because after that one here, last year of the season, he was rewarded for the NBA Rookie of the Year. And that was the one way that Scotty Barnes definitely did have it all. They say he really done one of the better. The player this offense ever strategy comes up with a better use of the chain.
Now the new change-ups are coming in, as right now new players are checked in. Thaddeus Young's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Another new change-up here, as right now Javon Carter's checked in for Drew Holiday. Barnes on Van Vliet. 90 seconds to go in the first period of the game. Young finds Van Vliet. Moves it out, and Giannis Antetokounmpo takes his third rebound. Here's Connaughton on the outside. Now Connaughton swings off to Carter. Carter swings to Ingles. Right towards the outside of the middle. Portis over Van Vliet. Pointer in and cashes through. The 2-pointer is in the mark. Bobby Portis Jr. receiving his first bucket of the night. Van Vliet on Trent Jr. Looks over to Van Vliet. Now in the middle. Scoop and drive good by Fred Van Vliet. That will be the first team that made a defensive breakdown on the setup. The chain is out there. You don't want to start opening up the room because that will be taken over when they have it out. And stepped out of bounds. Bobby Portis Jr. turns the ball over to Toronto ball. What a great play by Pat Connaughton. He receives his block.
On Van Vliet, you can never go with the feeling of it. The better play for him. He played here with the Notre Dame college basketball. They say that Pat Connaughton is definitely one of occasion, and he does it for his own.
Yeah, the better of his man. I mean, you can never go wrong with that one. Rebound by Pat Connaughton. He's got his first rebound of the game, and now we'll swing it over to the other side. Decides to go for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but now he swings to Bobby Portis Jr. And Connaughton rolling to Giannis. Inside his zone is good. Giannis Antetokounmpo has 11. And pass assist by Pat Connaughton.
That's just a change-off that they are looking for. What a play it goes.
Van Vliet around Bobby Portis is good. The 2-point is in a connection for Fred Van Vliet. They're trailing by 4. Giannis for the 3. It's off the rim. That ends the first quarter of the game. They lead by 4. We got the good Bucks to take off the first period, but we'll come back to the second period right after this break. And if you're just tuning in for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, we've got the second quarter coming up right underway in the part of the Game 5 in Milwaukee. Now for this setup for you guys, this was a bunch of division champions that they were all the way in. How did it really turn out that they are already in a good setup chain?
Well, the simple is that they really have a lot of them. The strategy for them is just a lot of encouragement of one of the greater players in the game. I know what you're thinking, because there was one way that they have done it many times. And because they have that one a good setup of transition, they really have done it the best. The best player in this, they really have done one of the better changes on the outside. They've done a lot of them a great chain.
Antetokounmpo right towards the wing. In the middle, good! Antetokounmpo makes the drive. He's got 13 points. They have it up by 6.
Yeah, that's what you call for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He got a great run to take the drive inside.
Anunoby for 3. That three-pointer gets off the mark.
You're not just shooting well, because if you have it right, you might need to fix that one a little chain off to pick up another three-pointer. Don't try to lose it out. You'll get ran over if you don't settle in.
There is a lot of the games after a loss in April 9th against the Toronto Raptors, since we know about the last game in game number 1.
Yeah, this was the last one that was ever played here before for the 2K Sports of this game, and they were really nowhere else to be found. I know this was hard, but don't get uncomfortable to yourself. You want to stay in focus of this game, just keep it simple. That progress should never be on the adoption.
Nice pass to Dragic, and he will scoop the layup drive in reverse. He has his first bucket of the game, and Middleton has his first assist.
All going everywhere, they might know that they come down.
Van Vliet on Dragic. Finds Trent Jr. in the middle is Siakam. Siakam on Giannis Antetokounmpo. OG Anunoby on Holiday. 4 to shoot. Screen on Portal. With the fadeaway, I'll never miss by Toronto. Only 4 minutes to go. Dragic receives his first rebound of the game. Antetokounmpo in the wing, in the corner. Now finds Dragic. Goes right over to Middleton. Middleton scans the floor, finds Dragic. Just down to 5. Antetokounmpo up. 2-pointer got him off the mark. Siakam received another rebound. And OG Anunoby is right towards the line. Up and again. Rebound, put back, no. Antetokounmpo takes it over, and he has his 5th rebound of the game.
Yeah, it's easy to say because of that one. A lot of rebounds were turning it impossible. You don't want to get over this one because this is a very hard one to try to make them pay for. And nobody wants to get over this.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Free for Holiday. Antetokounmpo missed the rebounding. Anunoby right towards around the other way. Van Vliet on Brook Lopez. He fished off to Siakam. In the middle, Siakam. A little awkward on the drive, but he makes that one a 2-point play. Now the next timeout called by Milwaukee. With under 3 minutes to go in the first half of the period, it's 21 to 15.
They've really done one of the better plays in this moment. All they could say was that you are doing one of the best stars and 2 for the game that you trust. The better way to make this one play for, it's just a lot of them that they really wanted to keep an eye on. All you could say was, I've done very hard. I did the best thing as I can. Definitely what everyone has. That's their goal.
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. A moment that inspires. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And by Ruffles, the official chip of the NBA. with a new line change up here for the Antetokounmpo's team. Crowder is checked in, as right now 3 players are checked off the court. Boucher is checked in along with Koloko, and Scotty Barnes in the middle of a small forward. All 5 players are checked out as Holiday moves back to point guard. Allen, Matthews, and Portis Jr. stays in the center. And bad pass broken up here. Here comes OG Anunoby. To stop the run is Allen. Allen towards him. Trying to pull it back in and trying to make a new setup. Van Vliet for 2. No good for the 2-point range. Off targets. They're not just going to try to keep the scores up here. Scotty Barnes does it again. That's 2 in a row. I just don't have anything to say about this because he steals it. He just really wants to try to turn it over and get it done. They have nowhere else to get there. Boucher, offensive foul! That goes with Toronto with the first personal on Chris Boucher. Oops, that's not good because he bumped it out and he went wiped out. That's a crash signal out there. Great play for the ref. Portis Jr. fades, finds Holiday. Here's Allen for 3, and cash and flow. Grayson Allen receives his first 3-pointer, and Holiday with the assist. They're just getting it over and under. They're about to get started. Van Vliet on a fast break to Anunoby. Trying to make a move. Here's Anunoby. The drive is no good. We've seen it from the play-in tournaments that they already lost against the Chicago Bulls. That was a hard one that he has ever done it before. And with Pascal Siakam, he missed a couple free throws because they have done so many to try to distract the player, and they want to put an upset. Right now at the free throw line is Drew Holiday as the foul has been called on Koloko. He makes the first free throw. And for Drew Holiday, he was definitely one of American players that he has definitely played. And this was the first one that he definitely played one season with the UCLA team. Because of this moment of his career, he wasn't able to do much as he can. And he never got there in time because that was all that did happen. I know it was him, but don't get me wrong on that one. They've done it a lot of it. And this was the 17th pick in the 2009 NBA draft. He played with the first team with the Philadelphia 76ers the last time for the start of the 2009-10 season. That was the part of the first game that he has ever done it before. But his team was making a contract out of him because he was very that well. Traditional run, wow! Drew Holiday, are you serious? That's a tremendous drive. I like that Drew Holiday was making a good one. But like I just said here, he was playing here. But however, he began trading off to the New Orleans Pelicans for the next couple of the seasons in this part of the game. And now, his team is with the Milwaukee Bucks. It's been a great run for him for the New Orleans Pelicans, but now he likes to say, I'm good for the Sixers, I think I should go help out with a different team. That might be a good contract for him for sure. They've done a lot of them to bank it off the price out of it. They've done it great. Drew Holiday finds Bobby Portis. Shoots over Chua, and it's good. Bobby Portis has his second bucket. And Drew Holiday with the assist. Now that's a good communication because that's what you really wanted to get. All you say was the player of the offense has a lot of responsibility. That's what they do the best. And Portis Jr. grabs his own rebound. That's number 3 in a row. And the Bucks will close it here with the first half, leading it up with a 30-15 lead. And they will do it. So that being said, 30-15 is your score. We have some time now to send you over to David Aldridge on the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
Just like our activity on the ball, we got to try to keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job. I think being big in the paint, making big stuff there. We got to finish it with a board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions. Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you very much. Please stand by for the halftime show. See you later in just a bit.
All right, let's get their thoughts on you all.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny and Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points and 5 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will
Jack, let's get your insight on Toronto.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long round.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Now let's get you back in the game. We'll see you all later in the postseason.
Correct game. Post game. As we might be seeing what's going to happen in this game. And we're back at the Fiserv Forum, taking a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. This part of the game was a tremendous run. He's like the biggest out of handeds, guys. The Greek Freak is back.
Well, the better play in this one for the Giannis Antetokounmpo. They really are starting to get a little angle off the boundary because this really has to happen for most of the part of the games. They've really done one of the best. But don't get me wrong, they really are going over and under with the frames. And because of that, they really are starting to get over this to try to face off the run.
Right now, Fred VanVleet's at the free throw line shooting 2 as the foul is called on Brook Lopez. That's going to be another team foul for a team for Milwaukee. And you don't want to guard him because that's a very tough one to try to maintain its run. It's not very easy because of Fred VanVleet. He really has never done most of his careers and was unable to try to pick up a run. First free throw went short. Now his personal game, he was able to play from one of the best parts to play here in the also known as an American professional game. He also definitely did play here for the College of Wichita State University. And this was in the game that they made it to the Final Four since 2012 and 13 run of the Shockers team. And an undefeated regular season and also the one by junior, he was in all Missouri Valley Conference. That was the best one that he has ever played from his longest season during college year. Yeah, as I mentioned before, because he was very on the tough breakable runs for Fred VanVleet. But not really all of them, because that was the toughest game, and you can definitely say the basketball player of the year from sophomore and senior year. And it's just a very hard one to take it over and under with the game that they really want to do it for. Scotty Barnes covered up by Middleton. He swings off to Poeltl. 5 seconds on the shot clock on Brook Lopez. His side attempt at 3. Three-pointer can't hit the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo receiving his 6th rebound of the game, passing a minute to play in the third. Allen looking it over, finding over his Middleton. Pass over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo on Siakam. Takes the right hand for the layup, and he makes the drive and one. That does all, because they are doing the best one ever. Yeah, show what you got there, Giannis. You fight for it, you do the best. Timeout call by Toronto Raptors. 4:33 left to go, and they are killing up the momentum. You better pace than ever before. You never really see what's going to be happening like that, and you may now have a little chit-chat. Give a little another communication to if you want to go for a different look to play for the offense run. As right now, if you all are saying that the team of this experience for the VFDI and the Anime Insanity, if you're in part of the in the Los Angeles town, there are still tickets available here to catch you on for the next part of the show. So don't miss out. If you want to go check it out, it's on Sunday, June 25th, here at the St. Media Center. That'll be happening here with 11 p.m. along with 2 o'clock p.m. screening only, and at 5:30 p.m. here later tonight. That will be happening here in LA. So if you're any LA resident in this area from California State, go ahead and get your tickets now at msa.com/tickets. If you're in the New York section, we currently apologize because a couple of those tickets are already been sold out for 10:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Only right now we have 2 p.m. screening only. So make sure you get your tickets before they're gone. Barnes on Middleton. Portal on Lopez. Trying to make a pass. Van Vliet for 3. And Cash floater in. They're coming back down to take the rain pitch to pull it back in.
All you say was Jacob Portal. He's passive aggressive.
Oh, Kupo! He's slamming it right in there. Says, oh yeah, this is what the team does.
Oh my goodness. Giannis Antetokounmpo. When you get that slam to hands dunked down, you just really gotta see it. You gotta believe it. Wow. I like it when this one happens. Same thing with mine.
Step back, and he's fouled. Grayson Allen receives his first personal. That'll be their second team foul for Milwaukee. With under 4 minutes to go, Trent Jr. on the free throw line shooting 2.
Yeah, I think he did caught out with that better angle on this one because he caught it from his hand, and it looks like the ref did call it for that one because that was a very hard one and try to take the pressure off of it and try to settle it from the score. So yeah, he did get a foul.
He's at the free throw line shooting 2. As right now the Raptors are making another free throws here for the game. First free throw sends off the mark. As right now you will be sticking around here. If there's another change up to have another look of the Stanley Cup playoffs, you will also see it here from the NHL 23 on EA Sports. So keep your eyes tuned here as we will be getting a lot of newer changes to have another team to get into the game and move on to the second round to face against the winning team. From game 4 to 5 and sometimes 6. Well, it may happen already, it may not be. Oh, Giannis gonna have to slam that down, but he got caught up by Jacob Portal. He has his second personal foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think he was driving, he wants to do this one again, but he got bumped up already. That's a little bit aggressive out there, and this is not a good sign to make a red flag on Jacob Portal. That's the rules out there.
And you know, he was like banging already because he was waiting patiently at the free throw line. He never really wanted to do it on his own. He wants to do it on his own concentration out there to make that play better.
And Antetokounmpo's at the free throw line shooting 2. He will get another one to take it in. Antetokounmpo misses the first free throw. And let me say this one here, he definitely did play for one of the better reasons here since he just played here for the part and his career history was at Philadelphia. I just don't know where that location is. Do you know where that kind of a league is?
Well, that's the part of a Greek, and I just never really noticed one. And that's the part of the game that he was ever playing here before. Alikos is a very a faraway place here. That was a part of a basketball club that was happened here before. And once before, this was happening here in Chicago, Athens. That was the play he had ever done it before making the draft in the NBA. I know he was good. And same thing that goes with Luka Doncic as well. He definitely did play in the EuroLeague too. But this one doesn't turn out to be like it was part of a basketball league that was played here at the club, at the Philadelphia BC. It was very different. The Greek B Basket League. That's a little different than the EuroLeague.
All chanting, go Bucks go, as he passes it off to Allen. Finds Antetokounmpo. Cal bucket and one! Giannis Antetokounmpo said, all for the world, you will never try to see how I did. Oh man, Giannis Antetokounmpo, right to the rim. I just really can't believe what Giannis Antetokounmpo just doing.
Yeah, me too. He's really that good. Honestly, you could just say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is definitely doing a very much play in this inbounding.
Antetokounmpo at the free throw line, shooting one, and he never wants to give up with one free throw to give up. He just wants to keep practicing again. That's the spirit. And he hits one down. Giannis Antetokounmpo receiving 23 points of his game. And now here's Van Vliet. He swings off to Barnes. Now Van Vliet on Carter. He gives off to Koloko. No man on him. And gets rejected by the Greek Freak. And uh-oh, he went down here very badly, but he was okay. He's a little swollen up already. If he stays alive, then hopefully he will try to stay longer at that point. He's a little bit shooken up already, but he's still okay. And Antetokounmpo's right on Siakam, but now wants to give it to Middleton. Javon Carter on the outside. Fade over Van Vliet. That two-pointer misses off the target, and Koloko with the rebound. Now Barnes losing the ball. Allen has one back. Screen on Siakam. With the drive, it's good. Barnes makes another 2-point bucket score. And a timeout will be called on Milwaukee with 2:38 to go. Well, he's a little painful. If you see the jaw right for the hip, I mean, I think we should go with the replay here again. Yeah, let's have a look at one more time right now as we go to the replay booth. Alright, let's have a look one more time over here. For this angle, got a good block out there for Giannis Antetokounmpo. But it looks like he was a little bit slammed up already because he was hitting right from the chest very hard. I hope he's thinking that he could be okay right now, but I'm not really sure if he's going to try to stay and put in this part of the game, because this was a very hard one, because that was a very tough part of the game.
Yeah, I say so, because it was very difficulty. When they have a range, you can't tell what was going on, and that's what happened already. And you know, this wasn't the only play that ever happened. It was all because of a blockness, and when from the chest and in, and you can see it when his hand was right toward him. He was way toward the body, right toward it for the nearest part of the hip, and it was right toward the pushing across. I mean, if he does it very hard out there, he didn't really try to like take it over from him. Yeah, it's definitely that close call, because that was a very off-ranging imbalance of a sight. That was very tough, because that wasn't really that well to take it and put to make that one helpful. He looks like he's a little bit choking down for himself from the chest, but the range may have been happening before. I don't know if he's holding on to himself. Like, let's see. Yeah, it looks like he was holding on to his from the chest. I think that was a hard one, because the Koloko was really like over on the man. Yeah, thanks for your time right there, and hopefully the medical part of it might be coming out here just soon, but as we've said before, we might have a newer with a change up here. As we look at the comparison box score for Giannis, he has this unknown rib injury. He might be saying, I could keep it going, because it might be a tough one to keep it out. So, let's find out if he can stay in the game. Right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked out as we check in for test tube. Yeah, thanks guys. Right now, I have a little chat right here, because of this one, Giannis Antetokounmpo went for the blocking for this arm for this part of the game. He subbed out. Unfortunately, he has his unknown rib injury for this right. He was holding it very hard at it, because of Koloko was a very hard one to take one in display. I have a lot of a chance there, because the coaches were referencing the call. He has his rib. He did get knocked out pretty too hard, but it was very difficult, and they couldn't try to maintain it right away. So I'll be keeping an eye on Giannis Antetokounmpo and see if this update comes in. Back to you guys. Right on, Javon Carter will help him make a new changeup with the timeout call.
with under 2 minutes to go, and they will make new changes to have that one turning in. Right now, a new changeup will be the offense look. And a new changeup for the two team adjustments. And now back into the action. Now Joe Ingles, as a couple players are checked out, Achua and Colico are checked out, and Boucher will switch it over to point forward. Pass is broken up. Van Vliet on the fast break. Alley-oop, good throw down. Achua in a reverse dunk, and Van Vliet with the assist.
I say that because Van Vliet was able to take that dunk, and he was going to go right over it. I never see what was going on, and that was the hard one. It did happen.
Just like in game 1, he really did have that on the chest, and the back was slammed down because that was a hard one to take. But the rib injury was too much to regain the groove.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And that was to happen here in game 1. That was a nightmare for Giannis Antetokounmpo against the Heat.
Trent Jr., 2-pointer, counts in. They're down by 10.
They're coming in right now because they were really trying to push it up and make that strength come easy right towards the game.
Now Connaughton's on the wing. He finds off the Portis Jr. Around him, good bucket throw for Portis Jr. He has a 6 points bucket down. They're up by 12. Now here's Barnes, covered up by Ingles. Ingles on Barnes. Trying to make a pass to Van Vliet. Van Vliet on Carter. Rolling over to Trent Jr. Back to Carter. On Van Vliet. 5 on the shot clock. Boucher. Crowder. With a 2. 3-pointer. Way too soon. And Portis Jr. receives his 4th rebound of the game. Carter to finish the layup. And good he goes. Siobhan Carter has his first bucket down.
And yeah, that better of his driving is like a one way to make that one go back in. What a stop.
Nobody around. Trent Jr. misses the 3-pointer. 5 seconds to go. Portis Jr. Ingles to take the buzz beater. And he's off the mark. He couldn't make a 2-pointer.
No, that very close call. That didn't really
Stand out. Very nice bucket.
And we are nearing down to the final quarter. We'll get you right back right after this break. You're watching the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. 44-30. They're up by 14. And a moment now to reveal your State Farm assist of the game.
Now let's have this one a good look. I got a good feeling of it.
Because of his good pass that comes from Grayson Allen, he gave it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo right away.
Yeah, he's very good. Very good open man to defending him.
Three quarters are complete, and now we are down to the final quarter. It's a win or go home for Toronto. Holiday swings off to Middleton. They're up again, as right now they're set, filled up by Gatorade, all filled up, and we are ready to go. Holiday's coming up by Trent Jr. That's Allen on OG Anunoby. Giannis Antetokounmpo on Siakam. Then it's Brook Lopez on Jacob Poeltl. And Middleton on Scotty Barnes.
Well, he's not bad at all because he is ready. He just keeps it going.
Well, as you still see, he's still injured right now. Hoping he stays alive. OG Anunoby on Allen. Allen watching Anunoby. Barnes in the wing. Pascal Siakam swings off to Trent Jr. Just 5 to shoot. Gotta make this target here. 2-pointer. No good from here. Giannis Antetokounmpo rolling it over again to Middleton. Up with the pass to Allen. Now he swings over to Giannis Antetokounmpo with 5 minutes to go. Giannis swings off to Holiday. Over Siakam. That's a tough shot, and he makes that one in.
No problem for Drew Holiday. He's really well in a good part of a game, and he really keeps it going.
And Anunoby swings off again to Trent Jr. Here's Anunoby. And Trent Jr. back to Holiday. Watching the play run. Back to Portal. 4 on the shot clock. Shooting for deep. Three-pointer missed the range. That's off the mark because he's missing a lot of three-pointers in the range. That would be a hard one if he could try to stay around and just go back to do this one again. It's very difficult to try to stay in play. The balance is no obsession. Giannis with the ball. Right around on Barnes, and he is good. He is still fighting. Oh my. Well, I guess he says, the Greek freak of the captain, the buck is not giving up. I can do this. OG Anunoby on Grayson Allen, and the free second will be called on Pascal Siakam. They turn the ball over to the Bucks ball. One more time with the Pat Connaughton block. The rejection out of it. That was a very definite play. And you know that Pat Connaughton was able to take that block. It's all because of him. He was racing towards right in the line. He was a legit. Giannis Antetokounmpo right towards the outside of him, and now finds Brook Lopez. Finds Antetokounmpo around Barnes. Wow! He is still running. 29 points, and Brook Lopez with the assist. Barnes finds over Anunoby. Anunoby swings to Barnes, back over again in the middle. Around Brook, and he's fouled. That's his third personal going on Brook Lopez, their first team foul for Milwaukee. 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. And coming up during the last part of the game in day number 1, we have another crazy matchup to take a look of. The Kings and the Warriors back at Golden 1 Century. As Mifone will be standing by along with Ball Round Pen, and Silver Spoon is the third commentator for tonight's game. He hits the first free throw. The new change-ups are coming in as Fred VanVleet checked in for Trent Jr. And that's right. If you're watching this part of the game for the next one of the Warriors and the Kings, that'll be happening at 10 p.m. tonight. So watch now, only on Son of Beast. And he makes the second free throw. That better play of this drive is a very must-do. Antetokounmpo swings to Holiday. Holiday right over again to Middleton. And Middleton swings to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo stepping back, finds Middleton. Fades, back to Antetokounmpo. Trying to defend the run. Another miss by Milwaukee.
He's trying to find the right timing with a shot. I don't think he would take it over because that's a hard one to maintain its run. I don't think he may have that one at right timing. But hopefully on that, he will keep it going. OG Anunoby right towards the 2. And gets rejected by Brook Lopez. And now Grayson Allen has it back. Right toward the outside, Antetokounmpo. Decide to fade, and now out over to Holiday. Antetokounmpo with the 2. Cash that floater in! Oh man, Antetokounmpo is wrapping it with 31 points. All you say was, the new record could be 40 points. I don't know, but you may have the figure. The next timeout has been called by Toronto Raptors. They decided to talk it over with 2:07 to go.
Oh man, he's good to be alive right now. Stay alive, stay alive. Stay alive, stay alive. Will you say that? The Beasties one? Yeah, I guess so. I must have that one a minute.
Oh, you can definitely tell because Antetokounmpo's like staying alive in the game, not out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good to hear that. We'll be right back after this one. 54-32. The Bucks are going to the second round, back for the third time in the game. They will see at a fourth time. However, yeah, definitely occasionally.
They're always the best. Must do every time they do.
And now we have some time to close out the New Balance player of the game. And the player of the game, number 5, goes out to the Greek Freak of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he's always a great player because, you know, he's staying alive, and, you know, because he was very better at playing the offense. Fights for the rebounds, good with the shot, and always a dunk.
And a great blocking run too, because he was very well. And occasionally, I say that Giannis Antetokounmpo must be here for the second time in the playoffs of the season.
In the inside, OG Anunoby. We are approaching down to 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of the period. The Bucks may be going back to the second round for the number 1 to get in. And the Raptors will be heading up with a bye for next season. Giannis, make a reversing scoop drive for 33 points.
Oh man, I know that Giannis Antetokounmpo was going to keep going.
OG Anunoby on Grayson Allen. He finds over Scotty Barnes, now finds VanVleet. VanVleet swings to Anunoby for 3. And he misses. Antetokounmpo receiving his 12th points in the game. And Drew Holiday finds Giannis with a one-hand takedown.
Oh, I know this was coming. They all love Giannis. What a slam down.
VanVleet up again to Anunoby. Anunoby swings over to Pascal Siakam, finds Scotty Barnes. Screen on Portal. And the offensive foul calls for Scotty Barnes. And another turnover for Toronto. The last team will be coming in as free players are checked out, free players checked in. Flynn, Batin, and all the guys are out. Free players are also checked out as Dragic is checked in, Wesley Matthews, and Pat Connaughton. Here's Dragic. He will dish it off to Wesley Matthews. He now gives off to Giannis, tries the 3, but will not take it from here. That will end it up with the Raptors ball with 55.4 seconds. And man, Giannis is good to be done right now. Pat Connaughton will be checked out, as right now, Bichamp is checked in. Barton has the ball. Passes to Batum. Banton. Right to Barton. Finds the pass over to Kulika. Up at the shot. And another block shot by the Lopez block ball. They're just going all over again because Brook Lopez, he is blocking it up. And here's Dragic. He will take the ball down the other side of the court. 30 seconds left to go in the fourth period of the game. Bichamp. Pass on to Kupo. Want to do it? Oh yeah, he does. I guess he just want to go for 40. Well, I don't know. Because if he does, then he's finished. Now here's Flynn. Flynn. Screen on Dragic. So Thaddeus Young. And Young will take the drive.
Thaddeus Young.
Just one more possession for the Bucks. Giannis has 37. And he will end it here with 37 points. It's been a great night for the Bucks, and they win it all. Moving on to the second round. Your final score for tonight is a 60-34 game.
All you say was, keep up the floater. Keep fighting and get it done.
It's a great game we have it all. Giannis is the legend.
And right now we have a chance now to catch you on the sideline. David Eldridge for the New Balance Player of the Game. All right, DA.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thank you. And that's going to wrap it up with me, Son of Beast, along with Fan and Life Frame. This has been a presentation of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports of the regular part of the game. And the Bucks are moving on. Have a wonderful night in the Feared Deer of Milwaukee. And now it's time to go over to Test Tube and OJ. Guys, it's all yours. Good night, everyone. Son of Beast, thank you all for your support. We always can't wait to hear you from your town to go with the loved ones. And with that being said, Milwaukee Bucks are moving on to the second round to face against the winning team in between the Cavaliers and the Knicks. That will be tomorrow night, happening here on EA's 2K Sports here at 7 p.m. If you're keeping your eyes on the game, you will see the next one coming in, as their series is tied with 2s.
And I say this was a very great part of the game. Let's have a look at how they did its total statistic runs. They've got a lot of 71% for the field goals here for the Bucks. Sometimes the free throws were in there for the 70% of the Raptors' ability. They've really done the best of it. Only 2 fast break points. It was all that did happen. 44 points in the paint. That was a great lucky score and a credit. Second chance points was only 2. And just for the bench points, they have 10, along with the assist in the run. And they got 7 offensive rebounds, a little bit off the angle. But hopefully 4-3 can come up to 7 to even up. A lot of defensive rebounds put up for the Bucks for 25. And 4 steals, and then there was 4 blocks. There was Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pat Connaughton, and Brook Lopez.
Yep, those are the 3 guys, and they all already blocked it out with the better play of this game.
And the turnovers they were having, there were only 5. That was all it did turn out with points off of this game. Team fouls were only less for Toronto, and 3 dunks was for the Bucks. Biggest lead were 28, and time possession was 12:04. That was the better play that they are putting inbound.
And now we close this off for the 3-star players of the game. I will start first, and then you will have it next.
Sure thing.
First star of the game goes out to one of the only better that everyone has been taking with one of the step. We start with Scotty Barnes. He only receives 9 points, and he had a steal right away, instant, to make over with the chain. A 9 performance run was a total combination. Now, on to you, Test Tube.
The second star in the other game, I will say this, that Fred VanVleet has been an incredible season for him to play with his team tonight, and for 2 steals, 2 assists, 1 rebound, and made 10 points. 14 performance run was the excellent to take the offensive run on his ability score. I know what you're thinking. Maybe you'll see him again next season. And now for you, OJ. You got the big guy.
And yeah, you said it correctly, because Giannis is always the better run. He has 37 points, 12 rebounds. That's incredible. And just only had an injury with a bruised rib, with making a 2 dunks and 39 performance run. Well done for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and a block also as well. So that will end up for tonight's game of the Bucks and Raptors. If you're tuning us up here with the Kings and the Warriors, we'll get you here for the next part of the game. Don't forget, because we will be having another game at 10 p.m. tonight, so make sure you tune in on Son of Beast for another part of the game. Commentaries will be on the line here for the next part of the last game in day 1, and tomorrow you will be seeing a part of the next game as we got the Knicks and the Cavaliers here for the next part of the game, along with the other part of the team, battling out for the Suns and Clippers, and the Lakers and the Grizzlies. That will be another game on the other side, but we will be taking it up from here. With that being said, peace out everyone for a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports style. OJ along with Test Tube. We'll see you later in just a bit. And if you're all saying, have a good night to the Milwaukee of the city, of the downtown, along with the claw of the Toronto Raptor. Until next time for next season. But not here, because we got more. See you all again, folks. Until then.
If you don't, somebody will.